My name is Dr. Harper Flora. I work for the Institute for the Research of Paranormal and Supernatural Anomalies, better known as IRPSA. We received several video files from patient 1344, Morgan Darke, detailing what she claims to be a phenomenon of a potentially supernatural nature. I have been sent to prove these claims as false and to potentially diagnose the medical condition that causes her to believe that these claims are true.
Morgan Darke has lived in the same house since she was a child, and recently says that a mysterious creature has found its way in and is terrorizing her at night. We plan to hunt down the creature on camera and bring peace to Morgan on this episode of Dark Myth.
The official title of this IRPSA case file is
The case for this episode of Dark Myth, brought to you by Seraphim Corporation, is
The Dark Record.
Sorry, ma'am, but I was asked to come here to interview and investigate this residence for supernatural activity. The network will kill me if I don't get it done today, so I'm going to ask you to step aside because I was here first.
Well, excuse me, because I am an important researcher from a government-sanctioned organization. I'm not going to take orders from somebody who chases ghosts for a living. Now, if you'll excuse me...
You must be Morgan Darke. It's Jay Ramirez, host of Dark Myth, here to interview you for the show.
Not here. It's not safe. He's listening here.
For all intents and purposes, Miss Darke, I don't think this is necessary.
Just listen to me, please.
All right.
Miss Darke, when was the first time you encountered the creature?
I first started seeing him when I was a child. I would be out in the woods and I'd catch him in the corner of my eye. Or I would be playing out back and I'd see him in the edge of the woods. He would just stare at me. It felt evil, like the devil himself had walked around and stared. He didn't approach me until a few years ago, though.
Did you ever experience seeing other creatures, ones you would describe as ghosts or shadow creatures or anything else like you've already described?
If you're trying to imply that he's simply a hallucination, Doctor, then I'm very upset. I brought you here to help me, not patronize me for something that I know for a fact is real.
You didn't answer the question, Miss Darke.
No. He's the only one I ever saw. And before you ask, no, I don't have a family history of mental illness, and I have never taken any drugs of any kind. We're simply dealing with something out of our world, and that's all.
Sorry, Morgan. When I contacted you, I requested that you create some sort of drawing of the creature. Did you do that?
Of course. Over there. I tried to draw him as best as I could without tipping him off on what was going on. If he knew what was going on, he would get angry, and he's even worse when he's angry.
Thank you. Now, you say he's been around since you were a child. Did any deaths ever occur on the property?
Not that I know of. You need to go. He knows you're here.
With all due respect, Miss Darke, the interview is not finished, and frankly, I do not fear the supposed creature.
I'm sorry that the doctor is being so rude. We'll be back tonight for the evidence filming. As per usual, we came back in the night and set up cameras all around the house to capture any evidence. We found lots of footage of the creature Morgan spoke about. But, this episode we had a skeptic tagging along.
So I can see you brought a goon dressed up to take advantage of Morgan's fears.
If that's a person in there, I don't know them.
What?
I'm always alone when I'm filming. It makes the encounters real, you know? What are you doing?
I'm going to go investigate the monster, prove you as a fraud, and figure out what's actually going on rather than encouraging delusions and having my patient be afraid in her own home.
Well, I'm coming.
What, afraid of your own monster?
No.
Fine. Well, I can take care of myself, so don't worry about it.
Well, I'm coming.
Whatever. Dr. Shrek, you weren't there. You don't know what we saw. Yes, I know. We're picking up Morgan and we're gonna bring her into URPSA custody. I know this is crazy. I'm freaking out right now. Please, don't hate. He hung up.
Of course he did. You know, I imagine that he thinks that this is fake. I've dealt with the organization before, and they are so keen when it comes to covering up the truth instead of admitting it.
You're not filed on any of the cases. When have you dealt with them?
He was just like I told you, wasn't he?
Pardon?
You saw him. That's why I'm here. If there was nothing there, if I was crazy, then you would have just left, writing me off as another loon. So you must have found him. Or more likely, he found you.
Yes, we did. And we want to ask you more about it. Do you know what it is?
He calls himself the Festered. He says that he's been around forever, that I'm not the only one he's visited. I don't know what he is, but I know he's bad.
Dr. Flora, does the machine beeping mean anything?
No, that's a normal thing for it to do. Let me know if the scan shows too much activity or if it begins to beep faster.
Got it.
Have any other strange things like this ever occurred? Things you couldn't explain?
No, I don't think so. It's just him and his watching. He's always watching. He's watching. He's here. He's gonna kill me!
Morgan, don't worry. The facility is perfectly safe. There's no way he could have gotten in here.
Dr. Flora, the brain activity is off the charts. Something isn't right. The machine is broken, or... Dr. Flora, this is going to sound crazy, but I've seen this before.
What?
I used to work here. I was a cameraman. I saw this before I quit. It was a girl who could move things with her mind.
You worked here? Wait, are you trying to say you think she's telepathic? That makes zero sense.
I don't think it's telepathy. I think the creature is a part of her mind, but that she's manifesting it physically. Dr. Flora, get down!
Oh my god, what did you do? Help me get her to the infirmary!
Can't do that, ma'am. Goes against protocol. 1344 has been found to be of an anomalous nature, and thus must be terminated according to URPSA guidelines. Subject 44B.
What are you talking about? Our job isn't to kill people, it's to help them, so help me!
Dr. Flora, it's not going to work. She's dead. Even if she wasn't, they wouldn't help you. They didn't help me when they did the same thing to Roxy. Like I said before, they care much more about covering up things than actually trying to understand them. Let's go. You should finish your case file.
This is Dr. Harper Flora, reporting the closure of the Darke record. Patient 1344 was terminated according to organization protocol regarding anomalies. It was found through investigation patient 1344 was able to manifest a creature metaphysically with her mind. All information and files pertaining to this case file are be handed off to Dr. Shrek.
Government organization URPSA has released a response claiming that the leaked files and video footage are all fake. However, the anonymous doctor who brought the evidence forward still claims otherwise. In other news, television personality and paranormal investigation show star Jay Lemires has been found dead in his home. In other news,
Are you Icarus?
Depends who's asking.
I'm Dr. Flora. I'm worked for URPSA. I contacted the people for the Defense of Truth about the files that I have. I believe my colleague Jay Lemires already gave you some footage, but I have some more.
Yeah, you can leave that footage with me. We're getting it all together and We'll deal with the publication. We have to get this out here for the people. They need to know what happened.
I'm going to give you this camera too once we're done talking. ERPS is going to come after me and I can't do anything to stop them. I want people to know what happened and my death that was orchestrated. They have their hands in everything.
Of course.
Hello everyone. Today we have some breaking news in the URPSA leak case. More footage has surfaced online alongside a promise of all footage previously shown, as well as pieces that haven't been shown being compiled into a film. The group behind it is known as the People for the Defense of Truth, who have been known to expose cases of corruption in the past. The footage was released shortly after the death of Dr. Harper Flora, which is being investigated due to its suspicious nature and her ties to URPSA. New details were also revealed on the J. Lemore death after his connections to the URPSA were also revealed. Now we go to Jessica, who is on scene.
Due to my strong personal convictions, I wish to stress that this